This is NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 190 pounds, Cara.
What a way to start off NXT with the high flyer, Cara.
Welcome inside the NXT arena. It was 2 weeks ago that the rematch between Xavier Woods and Alexander Rusev ended with the accolade. Rusev got the win, but it wouldn't stop there.
Yes, and Cara decided to interject himself to help Xavier, help get him out of harm's way, and that's what brings us to tonight.
The high flyer is set to go one-on-one with the monster Rusev.
Большой честь. Я хочу предоставить вам самого сильного, самого агрессивного, болгарская брута Александр Русев.
And folks, it was 2 weeks ago, Alexander Rusev made his debut in the Royal Rumble match, and under the guidance of Lana, he has only lost one match, and that was to 10-time champion Kofi Kingston.
Well, that's the benefit of having Lana. That's the benefit of the mindset of Rusev. Lana takes care of his travel, his money, his food, so Rusev can be one-track minded on being a destroyer.
They broke the mold when they made this man.
And he'll break a lot of things, too.
On that rematch with Xavier Woods, the original match was because of a punishment dished out by the Director of Operations, Kane, and then a rematch requested by Xavier Woods. Alexander Rusev coming out on top. And this week, Alexander Rusev in the ring with a WWE superstar in Cara.
Well, it's very clear why Sin Cara wanted this match. He wanted it because he's selfish.
He wanted it because he wanted to save his friend, Xavier Woods.
Yeah, you called saving his friend. Sin Cara heard the stories about Kofi Kingston facing Rusev. He heard the stories about Xavier Woods, and Sin Cara wanted to be the guy to stop the unstoppable train known as Alexander Rusev.
Believe me, I couldn't agree with you more there. I've been up in the WWE locker room, and his name is being tossed around left and right. He is on the radar with WWE superstars.
Tossed around with fear.
Ooh!
Tensai, this is absolutely David versus Goliath, speed versus strength.
Such
What's the advantage here?
Such a contrast of styles. You got the unconventional Sin Cara, the high flyer, against the ground and pound, Muay Thai expert, Alexander Rusev.
Do you think Rusev has the advantage?
Oh, you know, I'm a big man. I got to go with yes. You know, nothing like using our weight, beating the man down, leaning on him a little bit, grinding it out.
Whoop. The athleticism of Sin Cara.
Yeah, this is what Sin Cara has to do. If he wants any chance, if he wants an advantage in this match.
Fell a little short.
Got to keep it moving.
Looking for the cover on Rusev, and Rusev tossing Sin Cara off of him.
I think Sin Cara would have liked to hit that a little bit cleaner.
I'm kind of surprised here. Sin Cara's not let.
Oh my God!
Well, I'm not surprised anymore.
Do you realize what it takes for a 300-pound man to do that? That is incredible.
Rusev, the cover on Sin Cara, and a kick out at one.
I'm surprised Sin Cara's even moving right now.
Ooh. And we saw in the match 2 weeks ago against Xavier Woods, Tensai, we see Alexander Rusev using his feet a lot more. It's not as much of the high-impact offense we're used to.
It's so impressive, and it's not the typical stomping a man down. He will take his foot and put it at least 5 feet in the air and kick a man straight into the medulla oblongata.
The what?
Oblongata.
Good. Speak English next time. Thank you. Yeah, I used to know about big heads.
Ooh.
Oh. Sin Cara may not have one after this match.
Rusev looking for another cover here and a kick out. And there's his social ambassador, Lana, who's in charge of the hashtag Rusev Legacy. She manages the business. He does the fighting.
Yeah, Lana's got so much confidence in Rusev. She called him a WWE World Heavyweight Champion in waiting.
That's a lot of confidence right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sin Cara's got to get away from this man. I don't think Sin Cara's ever seen anyone quite as agile, quite as big as this man. Coming up in Mexico, they just don't grow him that big.
Tensai clearly seeing Alexander Rusev mix up his offense. It's worked in his favor.
The face of Alexander Rusev just tells you the story. The face of disdain, the face of punishment, the taste of I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to hurt you.
Byron, what's your understanding on the relationship between Lana and Alexander Rusev?
It's all business. Lana is there to get the word out about Rusev, to market Rusev, to make sure he has the easiest ride possible to superstardom.
We know that Alexander Rusev was a former client of Sylvester Lefort, now being managed by Lana. Oh! Let's see Cara starting to pick things up here on the big man.
That's what he needs to do. Now he needs to get on the big man. Don't give him a chance to catch his wind.
Whoa!
There we go.
Crossbody off the ropes. Here's the cover, and Rusev kicks out. Rusev, whoa, sent spinning.
Sin Cara doing what he needs to do. Do what got you to the dance.
Oh, big back elbow.
Sin Cara may pull one out here.
Cover on Rusev, hook to the leg, and another kick out. Sin Cara starting to feel it
get
here.
up there, get up there.
Well, maybe Sin Cara can earn those bragging rights to go back and talk about being the one man who could stop Rusev.
Oh.
Ooh. Sin Cara.
This could be dangerous.
This could be
This
risky.
could be dangerous. This could not.
Oh, man, face first goes Sin Cara.
Wow.
Not in a good position at all.
Oh, you know what Rusev
Not
is thinking
in a good
now.
position at all.
Could be time for the accolade. Can he lock it in? Right there under the throat of Sin
In the
Cara.
middle of the
Sin
ring.
Cara taps immediately.
So very, very
Here is
impressive.
your winner, Alexander Rusev.
Come on, that's not called for.
Since we saw 2 weeks ago, Alexander Rusev didn't let up on Xavier Woods, and this time Lana seems to be able to control the monster.
Barking out
Whoa,
orders.
whoa, I
Come
guess
on.
not.
You already made an example.
Every opponent is an example. Don't you
You
understand?
made the example. The 1, 2, 3, the victory. That is the example.
Yeah.
You won. Come on. This is not called for.
Hey, you go stop him.
Oh, I don't know about that. So imposing. And I guess the mind games might be working.
Alexander Rusev hopes to build a legacy that will last 1,000 years. He and Lana will base that legacy on domination here on NXT.
The Emma-lution is in full swing. After several appearances at Raw, Emma returns to the NXT arena to take on WWE diva Alicia Fox. Emma will need more than dance moves to defeat the Foxy Floridian next.
WWE Network brings you 24/7 programming, including every WWE pay-per-view event, live. Starting with the biggest event in sports entertainment, WrestleMania 30, all for just $9.99 a month. Plus, all new reality shows.
Holy balls!
Live in-ring action. Your favorite episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Exclusive groundbreaking original series. And an on-demand library with over 1,000 hours of content. All in HD. It's all here. Anytime you want. Anywhere you want. Exclusively at WWE.com.
Welcome back to NXT.
This is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, Alicia Fox.
The former WWE Divas Champion set for action tonight in Orlando. We are back here inside the NXT arena. I'm Tom Phillips with Byron Saxton, Tensai, and Renee Young joining us yet again.
The beautiful
I'm happy
Renee
to be
Young.
back. Oh, thank you.
I get to sit next to
What
you,
joy,
okay?
oh, the honor. I'm happy to be out here, though. I can't wait to get to this.
Renee, I'd like to apologize for Byron's breath beforehand.
I was
I'm
wondering
sorry.
what's happening down here. It's atomic. Ugh.
Oh, I love it. I love bubbles. I love bubbles.
Would you calm down?
I love bubbles.
Emma.
Oh, man. The bubbly one, Emma, the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship, is set for action here. And look at Tensai.
Tensai, we've seen you dance a lot before, but now you're taking things to a whole new level.
I do the Emma dance. Come on, Renee, join in. Do the Emma dance? Oh, well, Renee's got the elbows. Perfect.
You almost hit.
To be honest, I have an Emma business card on my fridge at home.
I want an 8x10 of Emma. It's just assign it to me.
I can ask her if you want.
Please, Renee, please.
I'm just glad you stopped dancing.
I'll teach you a thing or two, Byron.
Well, Emma is back here. 5 weeks ago, she defeated Natalya to become the #1 contender to Paige's NXT Women's Championship. And we're all looking forward to when Paige returns from her recovery. We're very excited about that, and we're very excited about whenever that NXT Women's Championship match will happen.
I cannot wait to see that championship on the line between these divas. It's going to be a fantastic battle.
Renee, I got to ask you. I try to get interviews with the divas up in WWE.
Oh, yeah, they don't much care for you.
They don't care for me.
No.
They've got to be talking about Emma. 2 big wins in a row.
Of course, I mean, Emma is, I don't want to say she's unassuming, but I mean, she comes out here and it's fun and it's light and she's got the bubbles, but when it comes down to business, she takes care of it. She puts them away.
Hello. Has everybody forgotten about Emma's opponent?
I don't think Alicia Fox is really feeling the dancing here, guys.
No, she definitely is not. Now, Alicia Fox, I think, is down here also to help prove a point to Emma that she needs a little bit of initiation in here in WWE.
Fox sees herself as like the mother hen of the Divas division. She believes every diva should respect her, should treat her with the utmost honor because of her accomplishments. And I kind of agree.
I mean, I can understand that, but to each their own. I mean, Emma has worked very hard here as well, and you know she has been around here for a little while, and she's earned her accolades as well.
Okay, but let me ask you a question, Renee. Don't you think that Emma maybe is a little too carefree sometimes?
I don't think that's such a thing. I don't think there's such a thing as being too carefree. She still gets business done, so you can't put that against her.
I agree with Renee. She's having a good time in there.
If she's going out there time and time again and losing, then fair enough. Maybe she should reevaluate. But right now, I say work with what's going for you.
Emma taking down Alicia Fox. Oh, look at the athleticism of Fox. Oh, nice drop kick.
That's what Alicia Fox brings to the table.
Those long legs on Alicia Fox, man. I would want to steer clear of those.
We mentioned Fox, the former WWE Divas champion, and Emma's already knocked off a former Divas champion in Natalya.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Time for the Dilemma. Get it, Tensai? The Dilemma. Can she lock it in?
Smart by Alicia.
That's what you call veteраnism.
Veteраnism?
Is that a word?
Is that a real Scrabble word?
Totally not a word.
Do we have dictionary.com out here?
Northern Lights suplex from Alicia Fox. Shoulders down and a kick out.
Like Alicia, she's sassy. She's got attitude. She's not afraid to flaunt it.
Well, I mean, that's part of being a diva, though, is it not? To have that attitude and display it to everybody? That's what they're here for. In their fancy outfits and glitter and nice hair and their makeup. I'm sure you do.
Emma trying to feed off the NXT universe here. Alicia Fox in control for the moment.
I mean, the NXT universe is so behind Emma. How could you not? She's adorable.
This guy is too.
It's all about bubble trouble. Wait a minute. Whoop.
Come on, get over it.
And she put the shoulders down. Alicia Fox kicks out.
Just say bubble trouble.
Yeah, she always talks about, putting her opponents in bubble trouble. Finally, an opening for Emma. Alicia Fox bouncing off the second turnbuckle.
You've got to capitalize on those against someone who has been a former Divas champion. Oh, no.
I know what happened after that stomp.
It's the Emma sandwich in the corner. Beautiful cross body. Face first goes Alicia. And we know what comes after this. Can she cinch it in? It's the Emma lock. This is how she beat Natalya. Alicia Fox.
If she gets Alicia Fox to tap.
Alicia Fox just tapped. Wow.
Huge win.
Fantastic for Emma. So happy for her to come out here and get that win. Good for her.
Huge win.
Yes.
Emma
has some bubbles.
Emma has now defeated 2 former WWE Divas champions. Byron, what do you think?
It's impressive. Emma is on a win streak. Emma's on a roll. She's got all the momentum in the world, and I'll be happy as long as Tensai doesn't start dancing again.
Come on, Byron. Look at all those bubbles. Those bubbles don't make you happy.
It almost got me in
bring
the
you
eye.
back to childhood.
I just wanted to take a second to send my best wishes to Paige on a speedy recovery from her injury. Because when Paige is fully recovered, I am finally, officially sending out my rematch for the Women's Championship.
Oh, that just gave me a chill.
Wow.
That just gave me a chill. Oh, I'm excited.
You gonna dance again?
I would say it's fair reason to celebrate the dance now. Absolutely. Get that dance in
There's
there.
bubbles. Whoa, Sasha Banks.
What's going? Oh, these are the girls.
And the rest of the BFF, Summer Rae. And Emma taking out Summer Rae, and there's Alicia Fox back into the fray.
Party's over now, Emma.
Oh, these are the girls that Byron says
and here's
are role
Charlotte.
models. These are role
Oh my
models, Byron.
God.
Charlotte, Summer Rae, and Alicia Fox and
These girls are nasty girls.
Hold the phone.
The Queen of Hearts.
Here comes the backup. Bailey and Natalia taking it to the BFFs.
I love it.
Uh-oh. Suddenly the numbers are not in Summer Rae's favor.
Get out of there, Summer.
You're about to get pounced.
We're your friends now, Summer.
Oh!
Got what they deserve, Byron. Your so-called role model.
Nice to see those three girls in the ring together. Those divas proving, standing strong.
Yeah, you better watch out the BFFs, what they might do in return.
Those ladies better be watching their backs.
Well, the BFFs get bounced by the team of Natalia, Bailey, and the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship, the bubbly one, Emma.
One of NXT's most heated rivalries continues between the man that gravity forgot and the savior of misbehavior. What'll happen as these two square off once again? The grudge match between Adrian Neville and Corey Graves continues tonight.
The challenge is on. WWE, We Give Books, and YALSA are teaming up to encourage kids across the country to read.
Welcome to the WrestleMania Reading Challenge.
The WrestleMania Reading Challenge is a one-of-a-kind event where students ages 4 to 18 can participate online and enter to win fantastic WWE prizes, including a trip for two to WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans or a visit from a WWE superstar to their school.
Take the challenge. Read your way to WrestleMania, and who knows, you may be sitting front row ringside.
Visit WWEReadingSuperstar.com to learn more and register today.
Welcome back to NXT. Well, right now, Sylvester Lefort is set for singles action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Nice, France, weighing 165 pounds, Sylvester Lefort.
Got to give the guy credit. He won't take no for an answer.
Well, guys, this should be a real treat. Over the last few weeks, we've seen Sylvester Lefort trying to recruit new fighting Legionnaires, and this is going to be his first prepared match, I guess you could say, here on NXT.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed how he looks. Byron, you're a man's man. You like that look?
I love it.
There's the man. Oh, I'm
His
impressed.
opponent from Cardiff, Wales, weighing 291 pounds, Mason Ryan.
Well, guys, it was 5 weeks ago that Mason Ryan lost to Tyler Breeze because of a distraction by Sylvester Lefort ringside. Lefort continues to pester Mason Ryan, so the two have come to an accord. If Lefort beats Mason Ryan tonight, Mason will become Sylvester's client.
But you say that like that's a fair deal.
I'm not saying that's a
Mason
fair
Ryan.
deal. Lefort doesn't exactly have the greatest track record as a manager.
Mason Ryan
Talking
doesn't need a
about
manager.
Alexander Rusev shoved money down his throat and quit. Scott Dawson is out with a broken leg.
Sylvester Lefort found Alexander Rusev. Scott Dawson would be on top of NXT if he weren't hurt right now. Sylvester Lefort's had a great record.
Scott Dawson's going to be just fine on his own, and so is Mason Ryan.
And Mason Ryan, nearly 300 pounds. The Colossus of Cardiff going right after, Sylvester Lefort. But Tensai, this is the first time we're seeing Lefort in action.
Yeah, very impressed. I mean, I tell you what, he came ready. He looks great.
Look, Sylvester
But he's in the
Lefort,
ring with a monster.
he's been in the ring before. He's competed in his native France.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Ryan. Oh, Ryan with the big boot.
What did I tell you? I told you no.
Mason Ryan, the Welshman, taking it to Sylvester Lefort here. This could be bad news for the Frenchman.
And there's your answer.
The cover on Lefort, and that'll do it.
Here is your winner, Mason
I suppose he doesn't need a manager.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah, what Mason Ryan just showed you is that he doesn't know a good business decision when it's standing right in front of him.
Mason Ryan's doing just fine on his own.
Well, Sylvester Lefort's going to have to go back to the drawing board to find himself a new client. Let's take a look back at this match.
And here is Mason Ryan's answer to Sylvester Lefort. The answer is no. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, he already shoved money in his mouth a few weeks ago. I guess that was a little more definitive, Tensai.
I mean, wouldn't have just saying no been easier?
This was more fun.
He wanted this back.
Mason Ryan picks up the win tonight.
Spotlight, please. Last week, I threatened a man in a wheelchair. But I'm not ashamed of this. No, in fact, I celebrate it. Because the truth is that when that little greaseball, good fella wannabe ran over the artist's foot, he took it to the next level. And I simply repaid the favor unto his friend, Big Cass. But alas, the curtain has fallen on that act, and I can look forward to my challenge tonight, the great Canadian grappling sensation, Tyson Kidd. Oh, Canada, I hope I make you cry.
That match is next.
In this universe, monsters emerge, chaos reigns, and heroes conquer.
Dolph Ziggler cashed in Money in the Bank.
Follow. Right here. He doesn't.
The Great One has come home to SmackDown.
It was a year unlike any other. The best of Raw and SmackDown 2013.
Excuse me, Sylvester. Failed attempts to recruit Mason Ryan tonight here at
Mason Ryan? I don't want to work with that guy anymore. I made him an offer, he refused. Well, now I'm gonna get revenge. Doesn't matter how, but I will get revenge. Ah, mon cou. Ça fait mal.
Sylvester Lefort is livid.
Spotlight, please. Aiden English, you sing like a dream. You are the greatest thing that they've ever seen. When you perform, you come through the screen. Because Aiden English, you sound like a dream.
Byron, to the untrained ear, that high C fell a little bit short.
He has an amazing voice.
I'm telling you, it fell short.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 195 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
The former WWE Tag Team Champion, the last graduate of the Hart Dungeon, Tyson Kidd, ready to go here in Orlando.
Big fan of Tyson Kidd. I've been in many wars with this man. And he, inside that ring, he is a 20 by 20 foot assassin.
Well, guys, it was before the commercial break. We heard some words from Aiden English. Not too flattering comments about Colin Cassidy and saying he could have attacked a man in a scooter in Enzo Amore. He's really had it out for Big Cass and Zoe.
I love how Aiden English in the last couple weeks has just turned his game up a notch. There's some people out there that think he's just a singer. He's just a thespian. English is so much more.
Well, oh! Big Cass is in Aiden English's head because he beat him at his own game. Oh!
I'm sorry, do you not recall Aiden English getting quite a bit of revenge on Colin Cassidy?
And it all started because Big Cass beat him in his own game. He outsang him.
Here's the cover from English and a kick out at one from Tyson Kidd.
And who knew Big Cass had such good vocals?
Tyson Kidd back here on NXT for the first time in 4 weeks. Here's the cover from English on Kidd, and Kidd kicking out at 2.
It's not about what happens to you, it's how you respond to adversity. And I say Aiden English is responding extremely well.
I have to agree. Aiden English looks very aggressive tonight. There has been a flame lit.
Still to come tonight, Adrian Neville goes one-on-one with Corey Graves. Of course, Adrian Neville has a date with Bo Dallas, February 27th, the NXT Live special for the NXT Championship on the WWE Network.
How many days is it today that Bo Dallas has been champ?
It's about 238 days. Ooh.
So impressive.
Tyson Kidd trying to battle back here against Aiden English.
Oh!
Head first off the top turnbuckle.
Tyson Kidd so creative in the ring. You never know what he's going to do next. He pulls out new moves all the time.
Well, Kidd has had a revamped attitude, talking about how he wants to restake his claim as one of the best in-ring generals.
Kidd, Tyson with the cover here and a kick out from English. Tyson Kidd mocking Aiden English a little bit there. The artiste probably didn't like it too much, guys.
I don't think that's right at all.
Tyson Kidd, that fast-paced kind of offense, but he got caught right there.
And it goes back to trying to steal a man's spotlight, and that's what happens to you.
Big suplex from Aiden English. Another cover, shoulders down. Tyson Kidd kicks out.
Oh, what's this?
Aiden English measuring Tyson Kidd. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, Big Cass.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
What is he doing? Oh my God, that's Aiden English with scarf and beret.
Oh, that's cute. That's real cute.
The mind games continue. I love it, Cass.
Turn around, English.
Big Cass getting a little revenge for himself and Enzo Amore.
Tyson Kidd perched away. He feels comfortable.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, off the top rope, the neck breaker.
Kidding.
Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Tyson Kidd gets the win.
The 1-2-3 with the no kidding.
Tyson Kidd taking advantage of the distraction from Colin Cassidy and picks up the win over Aiden English. Colin Cassidy having a little fun with the beret and the scarf there, Byron.
Yeah. How can Tyson Kidd take pride in the fact that he earned a victory with the assist of Colin Cassidy?
Are you kidding me? You're telling me all the time, it doesn't matter how you get it done, just get it done.
Colin Cassidy sending a message to the Drama King, but Tyson Kidd picking up the win here tonight.
One of NXT's top heated rivalries continues between the man that gravity forgot and the savior of misbehavior. What'll happen as these two square off once again? The grudge match between Adrian Neville and Corey Graves continues next.
There exists a place where man's unyielding will and aspiration match. A structure where his desire and strength, his notoriety and legacy are neutralized. 6 shall challenge its vicious legend. Only one will reap the reward of its brutality.
Go to WrestleMania as WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
All will suffer. Bear witness to the Elimination Chamber. Live Sunday, February 23rd on pay-per-view.
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars, But they are not invincible. They take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe. Don't try this at home.
It is time for our main event here tonight on NXT.
Newcastle's finest.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Newcastle, England, weighing 194 pounds, Adrian Neville.
NXT Universe, circle your calendars. February 27th, Adrian Neville gets his opportunity at the NXT Championship against Bo Dallas in the first ever NXT Live special.
Yeah, the biggest match of Adrian Neville's career just a few weeks away.
The biggest match of Bo Dallas' career, for that matter.
His opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 202 pounds, Corey Graves.
Well, Corey Graves has made waves here on NXT ever since his return a few weeks ago, getting a win over Camacho. He immediately sent a message to Adrian Neville, his old tag team championship partner, that he hadn't forgotten about how he injured him, a concussion suffered by Corey Graves in that 2 out of 3 falls match against Neville.
Yeah, Adrian Neville's been so concerned with Bo Dallas, so concerned, rightfully so, with the NXT Championship situation, but I guarantee you, Neville did not expect Corey Graves to resurface and target him.
We saw a few weeks ago the match that Corey Graves had with Camacho. Ever since his return, Corey Graves means business.
Corey Graves is a dangerous, dangerous man. I saw this man backstage. I went to talk to him, and I thought twice about it. Looking into his eyes, he's not all there.
That's a good thing.
Well, he better be all there right now to be going against Adrian Neville one-on-one.
Oh, I promise you he is. Here's what you got to remember about Corey Graves. All that time he was out with that concussion. He's one of the most restless individuals you will meet. And he blames Adrian Neville for forcing him to sit on the sidelines, and he had 10 weeks to think about it.
With a splitting headache.
So it's time for our main event, Corey Graves versus Adrian Neville in a true grudge match. Two men who absolutely despise each other. And Corey Graves, again, like we saw in the match with Camacho, a tremendous amount of confidence, Byron.
This is the perfect opportunity for Graves. He loves creating chaos. He loves ruining the feel-good story. And what a way to do so by taking out Adrian Neville.
Such a big opportunity on the horizon for Adrian Neville, the only man to hold one championship multiple times here on NXT, 2-time NXT Tag Team Championship, looking at the NXT title to his accolades.
I don't know if I agree with Neville for taking this match. It's such an important match coming up. I wish he could stay focused, but the man wants to be a fighting champion.
Corey Graves taking a moment to recollect himself outside the ring.
But these guys know each other like brothers. So if I'm Corey Graves, you do take your time. You re-strategize. You know what you're getting into.
And Corey Graves taking his time, baiting in Adrian Neville. Tensai, you suffered injuries before and returned probably at the hands of opponents. Were you sitting on the sidelines for all that time just stewing about your adversary?
It's terrible. You watch them on TV doing what they love, and they're preventing you from doing what you love. It just builds inside you and builds inside you. It affects your home life. It affects your working out. It affects everything you do. And to finally get back in the ring and hope, possibly get revenge, it is sweet.
But Byron, that effect gets amplified so much for these NXT superstars looking to get to Raw and SmackDown, even WrestleMania. It doesn't just sideline them putting food on the table for their families, it's getting to their goal.
Here's the thing, Corey Graves, his entire life, he's been a drifter, he's been a loner, he's done whatever he wanted, and Neville took that away from him. He took away his way of life. That's why Corey Graves is going to hurt Adrian Neville.
How did he take away his way of life? Explain that to me, please, Byron.
He forced him to be injured on the sidelines. That's what happened. That's how he took away his life.
These two men know each other so well. They were NXT Tag Team Champions together, joining forces to combat the Wyatt family, and then things just seemed to completely break down. The Ascension defeating them, shoulder down and a kick out, defeating them for the NXT Tag Team titles, and everything seemed to break down from there, and kicking out again is Neville. Byron, what's been the feel in the locker room ever since Corey Graves returned?
It's an uncomfortable feel. You know, you don't see Corey Graves associating with any of the other competitors in the locker room. He sticks to himself, he stays to himself, but he watches. He watches everyone around him, and he conspires.
Whoa!
Oh, very
There's
nice.
the athleticism
Very
of
nice.
Neville.
And power.
Uh-oh. And Corey Graves doing the wise thing and putting some distance between him and Adrian Neville here. Oh, watch out! Oh, the jumping Geordie!
So pretty.
And clearly Adrian Neville hasn't forgotten about the disdain he has for Corey Graves.
It definitely goes both ways.
Oh! And taking out the knee there, Corey Graves, the submission specialist. Graves looking to close this one out. These two bitter rivals battle on as our main event continues. Welcome back to NXT. This is our main event. Corey Graves in control right now on his old rival, Adrian Neville.
Doing a great job of grounding the high flyer, working on the knee, preventing him from climbing the top rope to be where he feels comfortable.
You talked about, Tom, the disdain that Neville has for Graves. It all goes back to when Graves turned on Neville. Graves violated Adrian Neville's core value of respect. It shook the foundation that Adrian Neville functions on.
And Corey Graves, again, targeting that knee. We saw that before the commercial break, going after the knee. Here's the cover. Neville kicks out at 2.
Byron, I got to ask, are you a fan of those values?
I'm a fan of whatever you use to win.
So the answer would be no.
Yes, the answer would be no.
Interesting.
And this was much the same strategy we saw from Corey Graves in that 2 out of 3 falls match. Went after the knee of Adrian Neville repeatedly, trying to set up Lucky 13. Adrian Neville could barely walk by the end of that match.
The way things are going now, Adrian Neville may not be walking after this match.
See, like I said, I don't know if I agree with Neville for taking this match. Such an important match in the horizon.
And Tensai, how about every opportunity that Neville has to get a little bit of air? Corey Graves just suffocating him.
All over him. And Corey Graves is very impressive. Not giving the man a chance to breathe.
Graves looking for the cover here on Adrian and a kick out, and you could see how much that took out of Adrian Neville.
You gotta realize what's happened to Corey Graves. All that time that he had off, he started playing mind games with himself, doubting himself, looking at the entire universe and thinking of himself as a forgotten man. This is his chance to reintroduce himself and remind everyone of how good he is.
Corey Graves again looking to set up the knee and the leg of Adrian Neville, just taking a pounding in this match, Tensai.
Just stretching every single ligament in that knee, the ACL, MCL, PCL.
And it completely takes away any offensive strategy that Adrian Neville has. The high flyer, whoa! Here's the shoulders down on Graves and a kick out.
He can't capitalize. He can't even stand up.
Here's another cover from Graves, shoulders down, and Neville is still in this match.
I guarantee you somewhere our NXT champion Bo Dallas is watching this match with the biggest smile on his face.
238 days as champion for Bo Dallas as a date with Adrian Neville, but there's a reason why Adrian Neville has now 3 times earned himself a #1 contender spot. It's his resiliency.
Dragon leg screw.
Another cover, shoulders down on Neville, and Neville having to use his upper body to power himself out that time. Could barely use the legs.
Neville's got to create some distance. Neville's got to get away from Graves' onslaught. This is not good. Just stretching the knee. Look at that. Ugh. The knee is not supposed to bend like that.
Corey Graves is soaking this all up every single moment of this matchup. Just having the ability to punish Adrian Neville at will.
Looks like Graves might be getting a little bit frustrated here.
Graves, again,
nice
going after that left
DDT.
leg. Could this do it for Graves? Hook to that injured leg, and Neville gets the shoulder up. Byron, Neville's not going away in this match, not like that.
He's not going away, but he's not moving very fast either.
Oh.
Tensai Neville has barely had an opportunity to stand up in this
think
match.
about his future here. He's got some big opportunities coming up here.
It's Neville's biggest
Shoulder down.
strength. His biggest strength is his biggest weakness, his temperament.
Shoulder down again. Oh, almost for a second. Neville's got to be careful.
He's got a very reactive nature. When he wants to hurt someone, when he wants to get in there and compete against someone, he's not going to think about the long-term effects. He's going to think about the now, but the now could cost him a shot at the NXT Championship.
So he's got a championship's heart. A champion's heart.
Graves, oh, what a backbreaker. The cover on Neville, hooks to the leg and a kick out.
See how Neville's body was just contorted?
Another cover from Graves, and again, Adrian Neville refuses to go away. This one out of frustration and a kick out. We saw in the 2 out of 3 falls match that these two had, it was a topic we discussed a lot here on commentary, is what do these two have to do to make sure they don't injure themselves long term? The two don't seem to care.
Look, Corey Graves has nothing to lose right now. Adrian Neville's trying to hold on. He's trying to stay healthy. He's trying to be ready for a championship match. Corey Graves is trying to ruin the day.
And that is a dangerous man, a man with nothing to lose and nothing to stand for. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no, this could be bad. Oh! And finally, Neville with an opening.
Neville's got to get in the ring, create some space here. Get some blood back in that knee. Shake it off, kid.
Neville back into the ring. Now Graves finally drags himself back in as well. Oh! And notice Neville going right after the head. That concussion, how recovered is Corey Graves?
Neville's in desperation mode right now.
Ooh. Neville trying to pull out all the stops.
But see, his offense is hampered. He can't move as fast as he wants to.
That left leg clearly bothering Adrian Neville. Just sitting on the ropes there trying to get himself upright. Ooh. And Tensai again going after the head of Corey Graves.
Very smart.
Oh, missile drop kick, but how much did that take out of Neville?
Hook that leg, hook that leg.
Neville wasted a few seconds. Here's the hook and a kick out.
I think that goes right back to the injury. I don't think Neville got the impact that he wanted because of that bad wheel.
And Neville, Neville gets taken out by Graves.
Corey Graves is like a shark right now.
As he should be.
Graves smells blood, but Adrian Neville managing to get outside the ropes, create a little bit of space. Oh! Big shot to the head with the good
rattle
leg.
your head.
But he can't do anything.
And if the cobwebs weren't rattled before, they are now.
They are now.
Neville trying to think of what he can do to put away Graves, just trying to drag himself to that top turnbuckle. Can he pull it off? Can he go high risk?
No way.
The corkscrew shooting star press.
No way.
Looking for the right arrow on Graves. Here's the cover. Graves. Graves can't kick out.
Here's your winner, Adrian Neville.
Does this kid have the heart of a champion or not? What do you think Bo Dallas is doing right now, Byron?
What Adrian Neville did tonight was extremely impressive. But my question is, what's he going to have left? What's he going to have left in a couple weeks for Bo Dallas?
I'm sure Adrian Neville will do what it takes to heal that knee up. Bo Dallas, if he is watching, must be nervous to see the amount of pain inflicted onto Adrian Neville, and he still came out on top.
Uh-oh. Speaking of which.
Ask and you shall receive, Tensai. There's the longest reigning NXT champion of all time.
I'd like to think he's coming down to shake his hand, but I doubt it.
Bo's going to finish the job.
This is uncalled for. This is true.
That's what happens when you put yourself in harm's way, Neville.
In harm's way? He was competing.
Guys, normally it's all smiles for Bo Dallas when he enters the NXT arena. He means business tonight.
And I don't think Neville would retreat, but right now he can't even retreat. He can't stand up on his own 2 legs.
Hey, you do what you gotta do to hold on to your championship, and Bo Dallas is about to do just that.
That left leg of Adrian Neville took an absolute pounding in this match from Corey Graves. Wait a minute.
Guys, I'm glad you're out here, Bo. I'm glad you gave me this opportunity to talk to both you and Neville at the same time. NXT champion, huh? So it's interesting. On February 27th, you guys are going to go to war over this, aren't you? But here's the thing. That's a special night, and I want to make it memorable. So I'm going to do what's best for business. So on February 27th, on the WWE Network Live from Full Sail, for the first time ever, we're gonna hang this NXT championship above this ring. And Bo Dallas and Adrian Neville are gonna compete in NXT's first ever ladder match.
Wow!
Good luck.
It's going to be a memorable night. The NXT Live Special, February 27th on the WWE Network. A ladder match for the NXT Championship.